Church, God is good,
all the
and
time.
all the time.
God is good.
I missed you. I miss you so much. I will talk about my how God has healed me at this retreat this coming weekend, because this coming weekend is my last weekend with you. I'm preaching at all of the masses this weekend. Church, today I want to talk about how God is never late. His timing is always perfect. Can we read those words together? God
God
is
is
never
never
late.
late. His
His timing
timing
is.
is always perfect.
Church, this is one of the very few instances in the Gospels that is present in the three synoptic Gospels of Matthew, Mark, and Luke. One of them is the feeding of the 5,000 that can be found in those three Gospels. But this is so amazing that this story is present in the three Gospels because of the importance that it talks about the very nature of our God. The very nature of our God. And here, look at this. It is said that this girl is 12 years old. And this woman has been suffering for 12 years. What does that mean? The 12 tribes of Israel. And how Jesus is not supposed to be present here. Why? The Mosaic law, that's the book of Leviticus chapter 16, said that you are unclean when somebody that you touch is dead, or somebody that you touch has an open lesion, or something that is spewing out. No wonder lepers are seen as what? Unclean. Despised. Once you become a leper, once you have a hemorrhage, once there is something that is dead, they cannot touch you. That means, if you're alive, you are taken away from your family, you are taken away from your community, you are taken away from your religion because you cannot go to the temple. I posted on our three Facebook pages, the chosen series of this, because it is so powerful. Here comes the synagogue official. He does not believe in Jesus. He only has overheard. His name is Jairus, by the way, in the book of Matthew. But look at the humility of his faith, his desperation for something that is dead. And look at this woman for something that is bleeding. Church, what in your life is bleeding right now? What in your life you seem dead? A relationship with yourself? A relationship with somebody that you love or once loved you? Cancer? Shameful past? Toxic guilt? Sin? You know what is so beautiful about this is God, that is Jesus, is never afraid of our brokenness. Never afraid to touch what is bleeding, to touch what is already dead. No wonder when this woman who was bleeding for 12 years came to him, Jesus stopped. There was a commotion because he was going to the synagogue's official. People were trying to touch him, but only this woman was cured. Why? Because of that humility, that faith. Oof. Jesus stooped at her, looked her in the eye because she was bowing down, and called her daughter. You belong. You're part of the family. In the Chosen series, she said, I am no one's daughter. And Jesus said, look at me. Courage, daughter. You're not unclean anymore. And then came the Jairus. The flute was already playing. That means somebody's dead. And the women were already crying. By the way, the flute players and the grieve, those women, they are for hire. When somebody's dead, they come immediately because it's an announcement to the community, don't go to this house. Don't go near the family. They are unclean. And then the family has to pay these people to announce to the world not to be with them. And look at Jesus. He touched her. Can we just bow our heads and face this God who is never afraid of our brokenness, who is never afraid of what seems dead in our life, who's never afraid of that bleeding. Even out of desperation, can we touch the tassel of Jesus' cloak? Can we beg him to visit what is dead? Jesus, I trust in you. Together, Jesus, I trust
In you.
in you.